Governor Newsom back in California now after that two-day trip to South Carolina. The governor was invited by the state's Democratic Party to visit 5 different locations, but of course many pointing out it also marks the official start of the potential 2028 presidential campaign, always bringing that question back up.
Yeah, no doubt. So lots to unpack here. Here to help us always, CBS 13 political analyst Gary Dietrich. Gary, what was he really there for?
Tony, how long have we been talking about,
Grab a cup
hey,
of
when is
coffee?
he going to be running for president? People have been asking me that for the last year and a half. Well, this plane ticket to South Carolina, friends, should put that one to rest. Why South Carolina, you ask? Because it's traditionally been one of the top 4 recent states that Democrats have in their primary. And in fact, last time around was the first one. So what a surprise that the governor didn't go to Mississippi, Alabama, or any place else in the South, but South Carolina. Guys, here's going to be the challenge for the governor. This is always tricky running for president when you're actually governing a state, particularly one as high profile right now as California, because every single thing he does from, clearly, this trip to South Carolina from here on, the next year and a half of his governorship, is going to be seen through that lens, right, of running for president.
Right, getting a head start, I guess that's what it looks like for sure. All right, let's talk about homelessness now, because we've been following this bill being pushed by Senator Angelique Ashby. It would bring things, a more regional homeless agency, so sort of looping everyone in together. But it's gotten a lot of pushback already. Some saying, hey, we're doing just fine the way we are. We don't want to be rowing in the same boat with everyone else. So
yeah,
what
and
do you
the
think of that?
pushback is not small.
Yeah.
It's every single one of the local jurisdictions that bill would cover. Sac County, Sac City, Folsom, Citrus Heights, all of them would be covered by this bill. None of them want it. That's going to be a challenge.
But why?
Well, because they think it's going to, Tony, take away a lot of their local control, right? If you're able to set homeless policies and put your own homeless shelters, et cetera, together in your city in a way you think best, do you want to cede that control to a regional agency?
Or share your resources, I guess, too, right?
That's the concern. So, I think probably people would say it's maybe a good idea, but when you have every single jurisdiction signing a letter against it, it's going to be interesting to see where this actually comes to pass.
Right. All right. So the birthright citizenship was a big issue today. A New Hampshire judge blocking the president's order again, even after the Supreme Court decided lower courts couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So you talk about agencies going up against each other. In this case, lower court, higher court. What's the give and take on that?
Well, not to get too legally wonky on all this, this was a actual class action lawsuit, which the Supreme Court's decision said was allowed. Okay, here's the bottom line. Eventually, this issue is going to be settled at the Supreme Court. The challenge, guys, is what happens between then and now. Does the president get to go ahead and deny citizenship to babies born after his executive order? That's what people who are against this are concerned about. So this is clearly going back to the Supreme Court. That can take a while. So the question is going to be, again, what happens to the families with those babies in certain parts of the country where Trump has said they are not U.S. citizens?
Right. It certainly has been a topic that struck a lot of chords, though, for
Right.
sure.
And finally, let's end on this happy note. State Fair. I know you're a big fan. You're going, right?
To get my fried Twinkie with something else in it?
Yes.
I'm thinking about getting a slip and slide and taking it over to the A's ballpark in that grass area.
Oh,
100-degree heat.
Yeah.
And just people pour their bottled water down there and you just kind of...
Would you charge
I think you're onto
$5 per person or just 10?
Maybe 15 if it goes over 105.
Right.
Yeah, we will certainly have something to say about the State Fair. I don't know what it'll be, Tony, but you can count on me.
Sounds good, Gary. Thank
Okay,
you.
buddy.
Thank you, Gary.